I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Act slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems.
Yeah. When I've been up this When up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me When I've been up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah.
Well, Coach, as far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gators.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Shift. Protein spill.
Here's 2nd and 8. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Throwing to start the drive. Gibson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Gibson. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
So 1st and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Hey, Orbit.
Back to throw. Herbert. And he's going to go down again. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He's going to field this at the 4. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Gibson. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Gibson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here comes Cohen. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. These two teams all tied after one.
Ready up. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Set up. 90 Wolf.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 14-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Rock it.
On 3rd down, Gibson. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
60 outlaw.
In your face.
From the gun on 3rd down, Gibson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start things on 1st with Tariq Cohen. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Recon, 132 fighter.
From the gun on third down. Herbert going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Five. Ready.
Off play action. Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? The all-pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On second down now, it's Mack. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Gibson setting up the screen for Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Right there, 61, max box, lights.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
We play to win. Let's go!
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had...
There he goes left side, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 75 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Steelers 17, Broncos 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Cohen, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Herbert. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Zoo.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Throwing on 1st down. Gibson. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
60 outlaw. Topper.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Ready, set.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Herbert. That is caught by Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On first down, Matt looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Let's go. 10-2 stop.
At the 47-yard line.
Let's get it. Undercut. Hard. Watch the twist.
On second down, Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Operating from the gun, Gibson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And an alley to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Off the play fake. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll run on second down with Cohen. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. On fourth down, Herbert. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll run it again with Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Mack, and he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, eluding the tackle.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Throwing to start the drive. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. On third down, a run with Cohen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Looking to throw. Herbert, and this is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mack. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with a football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Staying on the ground with Matt. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Ready? 94. Twist on travel.
It's a gain of 1. And it's 3rd down.
On third down, a run by Mack. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19.
Taken down